After months of neglecting my channel and only popping up here and there in the comments, I am back by popular demand. Many of you seem to like my unpopular opinion video, so that's what I'm making my return with. A BTS Unpopular Opinions Part 2. I'm so glad people like hearing what I have to say, because honestly, I keep most of my K-pop opinions to myself, because we all know that K-pop isn't a place for opinions. But that's another video. I'm not even sure if this video is going to be as good as the first one. With that being said, here are my opinions. Also, do you guys like the new robot voice? Doesn't she sound human? Anyways, let us get started. Opinion 1. People are tired of the BTS universe. I have seen a plethora of armies saying they are unstaining BTS because they are tired of the universe. Armies nowadays don't even care to follow along with the story anymore, because it's gotten so confusing. I do feel like their universe does put a hindrance on their music because they have to stick with the theme. This is why BTS makes so many songs on the side. Also, people who don't follow the universe can undermine the importance of a song, because they don't understand how it ties into a bigger picture. Personally, that just pisses me off. I wish their music wasn't centered around their universe. But their universe was centered around their music. That way they can have a little more leeway with their music. I feel their universe wouldn't change too much because their personal lives are basically the foundation of their universe. The universe is too prominent in their MVs now. Before you could watch their MV without knowing anything about their universe, and it will still be understandable. Nowadays their MVs can be confusing for the casual passerby. Imagine joining the fandom during the fake love era. You were probably like, why the hell is this man laying on a pile of Snickers? Or seeing the song Magic Shop and being like, Magic Shop, what's that about? Another reason people are tired of it is it used to be a simple and realistic backstory. It was just a little extra flavor on top of their music. Then the next thing you know, Jin is a time traveler, and V keeps stabbing people, and Jungkook wants to kill himself. That being said, my second opinion is BTS has the best universe. As confusing as their universe is, I want to know what happens next. I'm actively searching for clues in their MVs. Out of every K-pop group, BTS universe is the most engaging. Luna has a universe, but who is actually following it? The Lunaverse is too complicated to get interested in. The Lunaverse has 3 universes within it. There is something about an airplane, time travel, and fruit. And everyone gets an animal, and then something about a moon. I'm going to end it there before it gets more confusing. Trying to understand Lunaverse is like trying to solve one of those one-page long calculus problems. Have you ever had one of those calculus problems that take the front and back of your paper to solve? If you had, then you know it's not fun. EXO, Twice, and IU all have something like universes, or at least continuations of previous songs and MVs, but they are not as developed as BTS's or long-lasting. 3. Jin is losing his confidence. These days he's starting to say things like, I'm not attractive right now, and apologizing for his looks and his lack of dancing skills. This is all new. I don't know if he is being more honest with his feelings, but he is being really down on himself for some reason. He doesn't do the worldwide handsome shtick as often. It kind of makes me sad. 4. Beyonce is tired of BTS's bullshit. This poor pup has been through hell and back dealing with BTS. Look at the shit BTS put this poor dog through. The disrespect. I 100% believe BTS thinks Yeontan is a doll. That's why he always is popping off at V, because he is tired of their crap. 5. Jimin has earned his place in the visual line. The visual line consists of Jin, V, and Jungkook, who without a doubt fit the Korean beauty standards. Jimin was always attractive to me, but as of late I notice he is getting wide mass appeal by the general public. Ever since BTS went worldwide, I noticed a lot of people favor Jimin's looks. Jimin even said himself that he wanted to improve his visuals, and improve he did. I'm just happy he was able to achieve what he set out for. Of course, this can change from country to country. For example, in America, I think the American fan base visual line is Jin, RM, V, and Jimin. But overall, Jimin looks are appealing to the fan base as a whole, even with people who are not in the fandom. Tell me what you think your country's visual line is down in the comments. 6. Spring Day, Blood, Sweat and Tears, and DNA are the holy grails. Whether you like those songs or not, those songs elevated BTS's careers to the next level, especially abroad. Each of those songs brought in so many fans into the fandom. 7. I see nothing wrong with people asking BTS if they are going to make an English album. Of course, they are not obligated to make one. But people need to remember BTS make whole albums in Japanese and add new singles. The reason people ask that question is they know BTS translate their albums in other languages. I'm not siding with the fans that make it seem like BTS needs to make an English album in order to stay relevant in the Western world. People think when America/Westerners ask BTS to make an English album, it's coming from self-centeredness Americans tend to have and their need for everything to be accommodating toward them. I don't think that's where it's coming from. I think it's out of a genuine curiosity about if that's possible. What I'm saying is if you see BTS making translated albums for their second biggest market, wouldn't it make sense for fans to feel like maybe BTS would make an English album for their third biggest market, the Western world, that being American in Europe? And yes, I know everyone in Europe doesn't speak English, but most do. 8. I'll keep this one short. BTS's version of Rainism is better than the original. Just listen. 9. Jungkook carried BTS on his shoulders for a long time. I'm talking vocally and in performances. Out of all the members, he was the most well-rounded. Not saying the other members were not talented, but they were lacking in one or more departments. Fans used to complain why Jungkook got the most lines. Well, it was because Jungkook was the only vocalist with fully developed vocals for a while. That's probably because he is. Also, remember the other members' voices are very unique, meanwhile Jungkook vocals are more basic, so it's easier to use his vocals in any song. Jungkook had to step in where the other members were lacking. RM even said himself that the group wouldn't have gotten to where they have if it wasn't for Jungkook. Jungkook had to be an expert in rapping, singing, dancing, visuals, and be the center. While the other members' focus were only in one or two departments. While the others were progressing, Jungkook was always consistent and was holding it down. BTS was very unique in the way that we were able to see many members' progression in their vocals, visuals, and dancing. In other K-pop groups, we have seen one or two members' progression, but not the majority of them. I think this is for a number of reasons, one being that BTS are constantly pushing the bar when it comes to their vocal and dancing skills. Example, look at how much V dancing skills have improved that so many people include him in the dance line. Other K-pop groups don't develop in that way, they find their limits, and they don't push beyond that. Jungkook has progressed too, but the thing is he always has been consistently good. In every position they put him in it every year always met the bar. 10. Jin has the best V-lives. J-Hope would fall in second. Suga and RM lives can be kind of boring, because they usually talk about the process of making their music. If you find that interesting, good for you personally, I don't have the attention span for it. V's V lives can be really random, he usually shares his favorite songs he's been listening to. Jungkook does not post enough for me to judge. And Jimin, he just flirts with the camera. But Jin's V lives are the most interesting, because of the energy he brings. He has a talent for making me laugh, even though he is talking about the most random stuff. I especially like his Jin V lives. That wraps up my video. I hope you enjoyed. I promise I will be posting regularly. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Remember to be respectful in the comments, these are my opinions and not facts, so I'm allowed to have them. You don't have to agree with me, and that's okay. Just know if you come at me with some disrespect, don't be surprised if I come at you back. Comment some of your unpopular opinions below, and I may make a video reacting to them. Bye bye.